Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Man, this is the day the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. So glad you guys are joining me this morning. Want to make sure I'm able to see everybody. Don't go anywhere. I got some big news at the end of our talk this morning. And so, Joanne, so good to see you this morning. Fido, good to see you. Miss Kim, what's up, lady? What's going on, Miss Jocelyn? Good morning to all of you. Jamal, got huge announcement I got to make at the end of our teaching this morning, but I want you all to get this, man. Look at this topic. Look at this topic. Look at what we're going to focus on this week. I need you to get this in your spirit, y'all. I need you to get this in your head. I need you to get this in your heart. Okay? We're on to something. Good morning to each and every one of you guys. We're on to something. We're on to something. This morning, I am wanting to dive into a subject. I thought, boy, Ricardo, I felt this. I felt God breathe on this one. And the next couple of weeks, you don't want to miss these morning sessions. They're going to keep getting all fired up. I mentioned that I have an announcement. I want to share a little bit more about it. But our early morning sessions are coming to an end. I am about to make a shift. I feel led as of June, I'm going to not be doing the morning sessions. Okay, so Jason Baston, you got a chance to hear the announcement this morning. I'll elaborate a little bit more on it, but wanted to give you guys a notice. So all of the month of May, we will still be doing our sessions, but as of June 1st, 6 months in, that's the second quarter of the year, I am going to be making some adjustments to my platform and to my services. And so I'm going really more into in-person speaking and not so much the digital space. And so I wanted to let you guys know that you all have been faithful. You all have been so good. You all have been following me along the way. And I am so eternally grateful. I have done more than 400 of these sessions. So, wow. Okay. I've done a lot of these sessions since the pandemic. And so love and appreciate you all much. I'm going to give you a lot more information about what I'm doing next and give you guys the opportunity to be a part of it. But as I mentioned, early notice, starting June 1st, there will be no more morning sessions. Yeah, Coach Miller's changing it up. No more morning session as of June 1st. So you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss these last sessions because these last sessions are going to be fire. Okay, these last sessions are going to be fire. So it's going to be fire. But let's go into this. Okay, let's go into this. I want to talk this morning on look for the lesson. I want to talk about that this week. Did you get the lesson from the experience? Shut up. I could finish that right there. Did you get the lesson from the experience? A lot of people, Pastor Braddock Clay, a lot of people, Miss Jocelyn, they've had experiences, but they've not allowed themselves to get the lesson. Coach Miller wants to dive into that this week, okay? Don't miss next week, because next week I'm going to be talking about how to become a disruptor. We're going to be talking about becoming a disruptor. We live so normal and so regular in the fact that we just keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. And that's not going to get us to our promised land. That's not going to get us to our promised land. I learned this a few years ago, and somebody may want to write this down. Experience is not the best teacher. Learning from someone else's experience is actually the best teacher. But we have a lot of people, watch this, experience is not the best teacher. Learning from someone else's experience is actually the best teacher. But we have a lot of people, especially young people. It saddens me when I hear older, seasoned people who want to still have their own experience, Jason Baston. And there are people, RJ's age, Coach Deborah, they're inclined to say, I want to experience it for myself. I want to experience it for myself. And so, Derek, there are a lot of people who say, I want to experience it for myself. The question is, okay, now that you've experienced it for yourself, and I'm talking to those of you that are in the community here, the ambassadors, now that you've experienced it for yourself, the question is, did you learn the lesson? The question is, did you learn the lesson? You said you wanted the experience, Jason Baston. You said you have the experience. Okay? Derek, Jamal, there are a lot of people who want to claim, oh man, listen, if you know the experiences that I've had, this is what I'm going to work with this week, man. John Wells, I'm going to work this week. Okay? And for those of you who just joined me, these morning sessions are coming to an end as of June 1st. So no more morning sessions. Miller is doing it different in the second half of the year. And so, but I've run a good run. I've enjoyed these sessions to the fullest. And my goal, after having assessed what I've been doing, how many of y'all know you don't just keep doing stuff just because you could. Okay? You don't just keep, you want to keep, I'm going to do a session again. I've done it before on reinventing yourself. You got to know how to keep going from glory to glory. You got to keep knowing how to get from better to better. Yeah, you're doing okay. But the question is, can you do better? Now, having had so much experiences in my life, I'm 48 years old, John Wells. I'm 48 years old, will be 49 in October. And as I look at my life now, I'm asking myself, with all the experience I've had, Miss Jocelyn, with all the experiences, the question is, did I take the time, Jason Baston, did I take the time, John Wells, to capture the lesson? Did I capture the lesson? Write this down. I need to get the lesson. I need to capture the lesson. I need the revelation. I need the aha. I need to grab a hold of what was it that I was supposed to get out of that, because it didn't just came to happen. It came to teach me. Life is a classroom, and every experience is loaded with gems. Every experience has stuff within it that has the ability to, to allow you to excel beyond your wildest imagination. But if you don't get the lesson, if you don't get the lesson out of the experience, Pastor Kino, we are bound to keep repeating. We're bound to keep repeating the same old thing. As I look at this year, and I believe strongly in assessment, I believe strongly in evaluation, I believe strongly in looking at how and what we have done so far and look at where we're trying to go. And my question I have to ask myself often is, how is this working for me? Sha-ta-ta. That's the question of the week. Write that down. How is this working for me? How is this working for me? That's the question of the week. You don't want to just keep having experiences, and when you look at your life, you don't like the experiences that you've had, and now you're mad, or you've had some great experiences, but you still didn't get the lesson from how it's called, watch this, an assessment and a full study of self to ensure that you figure out what is your secret sauce. What is it that's making you win? What is it that's causing you to lose? Let me say that again. What is it that's making you win? What is it that's causing you to lose? Oh, Miller, if you know what I've been through, the question I have to ask you this morning is, have you took some time, fold your arms, stretch out on the beach? Don't get mad. Don't even get glad if it's a winning situation. Ask yourself, what was the lesson? Because if you don't learn the lesson, chances are, for those of you who find yourself dealing with issues after issues, challenges after challenges, find yourself dealing with stagnation, find yourself not accelerating to the degree that you need to accelerate, find yourself losing deals when you should be winning, and you don't take the time to study. And then there are others who just simply throw it in this category. Well, I guess it wasn't for me. I guess it wasn't for me. Do you know that there are a lot of people it was for you? You just had no clue as to what you should have done or how it should have been done, and it cost you to lose. So I have a couple of things, okay? Embracing the hidden wisdom in every day. Embracing the hidden wisdom. Embracing the hidden wisdom. Father God, help me to identify the hidden wisdom built within every day. Help me to identify the hidden wisdom, the goals, the gem in my past. I don't want to have lived a while and not learn from the life I've lived. Okay? There are a lot of people who say, boy, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. Anybody can testify. Anybody can testify. Jamal, have you ever met anybody who said, I've been through a lot? Pastor Kino, have you ever met anybody who has been through a lot? But when you look at them, they haven't learned a lot. Mm. Did you hear me, Pastor Baston? They claim they have been through a lot. I've been through a lot. But what I've learned lately is that I have been through a lot, but I hadn't learned from all that I've been through. Did you hear that, Miss Jocelyn? Did you hear that, Miss Cynthia? I have been through a lot, but I didn't learn from all that I've been through. And let me tell you something. You got to be very careful as I close this talk out, because I'm going to be hot all week, because I only got 6 more weeks of teachings like this. I'm going to lay it all on the floor, leave it all out there, and then I'm going to my next season of speaking and training and developing, because I am excited. But listen, let me say this. When I use the term, you're not a rock, you can change, a lot of people think it's just a neat statement, but it's a reality. But the only way that's going to happen is if we really take inventory and start understanding every day is a classroom. Every season represents a classroom. Every year could be looked at as a classroom. Life in itself is a classroom. Now, the question is, okay, there are certain things that's not working for us. How many of y'all agree there are certain things that's not working? If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same result. Okay? If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same result. So what you have to do then is you have to identify what is it that I need to learn to capture the best out of every day so that I can keep winning as I move forward. The goal is to keep winning as I move forward. Every day I want to get better. Every day I want to make adjustments so God can be glorified, because I don't want to keep making the same mistake. Or it may not even be a mistake. It could just be stagnation. It could be no growth. It could be no development. It could be no, watch this, fruit being produced. And now you can get so accustomed to having done it the way you've been doing it that you're not willing to challenge yourself. You will never get to your next level without challenging yourself. Let me say that again. You will never get to your next level without challenging yourself. You've got to challenge yourself when it comes to your faith. You have to challenge yourself when it comes to family/community. You have to challenge yourself when it comes to finances. You got to challenge yourself when it comes to health and fitness. You got to challenge yourself on how to enjoy yourself when it comes to fun. I want to challenge myself. As I move towards becoming 49, God's willing, October I'll be 49. Next year's the big 50. I want to keep growing. I want to keep glowing. I want to keep becoming who God has created me to be. And here's what I know. There's more. There's more. There's more. But there's that more will only come if I embrace the various adjustments that have to be made. Now, here's the deal, Jason Bastin. The adjustments often won't be made if the lesson haven't been learned. If you didn't learn the lesson, you won't make the adjustment. Okay? If you don't learn the lesson, more than likely you won't make the adjustment. If you want to elevate, grow, and go to new levels, you have to learn the lesson. Okay? You have to learn the lesson. And once you learn the lesson, you're more keen to make the adjustment. But note this, I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow. I'm going to talk more about this the rest of the week. Even after you've learned the lesson, there is the fight to bring about the manifestation of the lesson in your life. Because some of us know better and still aren't doing better. Boy, may the Lord help us all. So I've been teaching for a while. I've been helping a lot of people, but I don't want to be the guy who just teaches people to become the person they should be and not be the person I should be. I don't want to be the coach. I don't want to be the teacher. I don't want to be the leader. I don't want to be the person in front of the room who only talk the talk and doesn't have the fruit to produce and show the life for which I've taught. Okay? So I want to make sure that I am living my message to the fullest. Okay? I want to be an ambassador of what I teach. My life needs to reflect my book. My life needs to reflect my message. My life needs to reflect the will of God. Whatever I put my hands to, I want to make sure I'm putting my best effort within that to ensure that I'm just not smart or wise or strategic in thought. I want the manifestation to be shown that that boy really captured something. And when he captured it, it was manifested. God bless you guys. Be back tomorrow because I'm going to share more about this next season. I believe God is taking me to in regards to my speaking and coaching and leadership development services with effective living. But as I mentioned at the beginning of this talk, I am bringing these early morning sessions to an end. So starting June 1st, for all of my coaching clients, the exclusive group is going away after June 1st. But I'll tell you this, every single one of these sessions over the next 6 weeks, they're going to be fire because I'm dropping it all, leaving it on the floor. And we will excel in the second half of the year together in another different type of way beyond what I'm currently doing. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.